What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. This is another live video, but I'm running out of light, so this one will probably be pretty short. I was fortunate enough to get an email from a person who watches the channel. I'm not sure if they're a subscriber or if they're just a person that has interest in the channel. But they've been watching the channel and they posed three very common questions that I get asked a lot. So I thought I would answer those three questions on a live stream, just in case anybody else wanted to throw in their opinion or wanted to throw in some facts. And those questions are, so the background on this guy is he's approaching 50 and he's looking to possibly retire in Thailand. His first question is, what visa would you recommend I get? Is that comfortable living amount? Does that include accommodation or no accommodation? And the third question is, would you know how easy it is to buy a property? I was reading condos are easy for foreigners. Fortunately, I have, hey Carl, good to see you. DJ, good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping by the live chat. Fortunately, I can answer two of these questions unequivocally, and then the third one I'll have to deviate a little bit. So first, what visa would I recommend you getting? If you are going to retire in Thailand, sorry. If you're going to retire in Thailand, I suggest that you apply for a retirement visa. But before you do that, by the way, this guy's approaching 50 years old, just so you guys know, and 50 years old is the age you need to be in order to retire over here. What's up, Mike? Number one question: how do I get one of those epic T-shirts? Oh, these were printed at a print shop here in Thailand. We don't have them for sale yet, but my Teespring store has plenty of DoMoreLife T-shirts. This one, just in particular, was printed here in Thailand. Can definitely get all kinds of DoMoreLife goodies over at my Teespring store, and the link's in the description. Good to see you, Mike. Thanks for dropping by. And Mad Max, my channel member, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. So this guy's approaching 50. His first question is, what visa would you recommend I get? What is the retirement age in Thailand? As you mentioned, that would be the ideal one to get. So and getting a retirement visa would be what I would recommend your goal to be. However, I don't think it would be a bad idea. He says he's enjoyed watching the videos. But I'm not sure if he's ever been to Thailand. So if you've never been to Thailand, then I would encourage you to get a tourist visa first. Come over and make sure you're going to like the place before you think about a retirement visa, because you need to make sure, like, where you want to live, where you want to stay, what you want to do when you get here. Do you want to be close to a beach? Do you want to be up in the mountains somewhere? Do you want to be in the big city? Do you want to be in a little village? All those are questions you have to answer. But if you're approaching age 50, I would say do the tourist visa first, and then you can always get a retirement visa after that. I'm not going to go through the whole process how the retirement visa works, but just know that it's available to you. And if you would like me to discuss the retirement visa a little bit more in detail, I do have a little bit of knowledge on that, so we can get into that in another video. The next question is something that I always get, always. He says the $1,500 comfortable living amount you quoted, that would include accommodation in that amount, or would that not include accommodation? In that amount, I would say that definitely includes accommodation. Mike says, ping me if you have specific retirement visa questions. That's true. Yep, you can ask Mike, his channel right there. LMAO, as I call it. You can go over there and ask him any kind of questions you want about the retirement visa. He would be a good one. Also, if you see Ross and Rayong, he's a good one on the retirement visa. They could help you out with the details of the retirement visa. This is just kind of a general overlay to make sure that you understand if that's the visa that you actually want to get. Especially if you've never been here before, I would definitely come in on a tourist visa and just enjoy Thailand and get to see Thailand. before you set up a permanent home base, so to speak. Now, the other thing says the $1,500 comfortable living amount. Does that include accommodation? Yes, it does include accommodation. However, I will tell you, your accommodation, if you're only coming over here on $1,500 a month, your accommodation needs to be inexpensive, like around 6,000 baht a month max, and then that's going to add your electric and water to it. So you'll be looking at somewhere between 7 and 7,500 baht a month for your accommodations. Mike says, agree, try before you buy. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. Because if you move, if you just pick up everything and move over here, you might not find everything that you wanted, or the way that you wanted everything to work out might not happen that way. And I don't want that to happen to you. I would encourage you to live off of more than $1,500 a month. I think $2,000 a month is a really, you can have a decent life over here with $2,000 a month. You got to remember, you're going to have some kind of health insurance, and you can pay that in bulk. So you don't have to pay for it month by month, that kind of thing. Good morning, Gregory. Thank you, man. I'm trying to keep the facts coming, brother. He's from Brooklyn. I love it. I got a couple people from Brooklyn that come on here and say hi every once in a while. I would recommend including accommodations and everything about $2,000 a month to spend. That's if you're going to live in some type of city, and if you're going to want to go out to eat, or if you participate in any kind of nightlife activities, because $1,500 a month is just barely going to get you by, and not just barely get you by. If you're a real penny pincher, you can live comfortably on $1,500 a month, but probably not in Bangkok. You would probably be in a village somewhere living comfortably on $1,500 a month, I would imagine. Or a city like Rayong. I used to live in Rayong. You could probably live there for $1,500 a month as long as you live right outside the city itself, and be comfortable. But I always recommend at least $2,000. Third, he says, would you know how easy it is to buy a property? I was reading condos are easier for foreigners. It's not easy for a foreigner to buy property. Generally, you're going to have, if you're talking about land, it is my understanding that foreigners cannot own land unless they have a Thai partner that owns 51% of the land. So Steve Banfield, what's up, Steve? He says stay short time in several places, can get 3 or 6 month leases. Great thing about Thailand. That's another good idea. Great idea, Steve. Very great idea. You can go to Airbnbs before you retire, or even if you get a retirement visa, you can live in Airbnbs for 3 to 6 months at a time. There's Ross. I'm glad he popped up. He says you can own a business that owns the land. A business, yeah. But he's wanting to know about buying condos and property is his question. So I know foreigners can buy condos, and I think there's a little bit less red tape to cut through on the condos, from my understanding of people that have bought and lived in condos. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I am. Ross, I understand where he's coming from. You can own a business that owns the land. That makes sense. Condo ownership, yes. Land, no. Exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to say. So you can own the condo, and if you can afford a condo wherever you are, I would make that my number one priority, really. Mike says buy a condo. Land is a gargantuan hassle. I've heard that before, which is why I never ever encourage anybody to buy land over here. Buy a condo. Like, go somewhere. Just about any city you land in over here in Thailand is definitely going to have some type of condo in it that you can buy. Financing it may be a different story, because you may have to have a Thai partner to sign on that. I'm not sure in terms of financing, but I know you can buy one. Gregory says, so 25,000 USD in a Thai bank before applying for retirement at least 2 months. 3 months, Gregory. 3 months. 3 months. You just got to show it in the bank, and that's during your 90-day used retirement visa. They'll stamp it and it'll say used, because once you keep it in the bank for 3 months, then you can do a border run, or you may not have to with the retirement visa. You may be able to go to your immigration office and get the 1 year. Is it a 90, I think, or 908? I can't remember. But whatever the retirement visa is, they'll give it to you for sure. So, with that being said, I told you this was going to be short. And, yep, there's 800,000 baht is for a single guy, or for a non-married person, I should say, for a retirement visa. It's a little bit different if you had a marriage visa, but I'm not going to get into the details of the visa in this video. I just wanted to answer those 3 questions. What visa would you recommend I get? Is $1,500 livable and comfortable to live in Thailand? This is all cost of living stuff. I get this a lot, so I thought it would be easy just to go over it, and about buying condos, that kind of thing. Ross said that 800K must stay in the bank at least 6 months of the year. That's correct. So these are things you need to understand about the retirement visa. There's also a way around that. Thanks, Mad Max. I appreciate you. And I don't say a way around it. It's just like circumvention. So you have to show 65,000 baht coming into a Thai bank for 3 months in a row, and that 65,000 baht needs to continue to come into the bank, a Thai bank, in lieu of having 800,000 baht in a bank. And there's probably a few little what would you call it, pieces of red tape that you got to cut to go through all that. But your immigration officer, and they'll tell you at the immigration office. I definitely would not hire an agent. If you want to hire somebody to help you with the visa process, or hire somebody to help you look for a condo or to buy a condo, definitely get an attorney. Definitely get a lawyer that knows what they're doing. The money has to be verifiable. It's a pain in the rear. Better to have the 800K. Yep. So, with all that being said, lawyers can help you over here, and they're fairly cheap. If I was to recommend a law firm, personally for me, it would be Integrity Legal. And that's it. I hope I answered everybody's question, or I hope I answered this guy's question, and I hope you guys learned something from the video. Thanks, Mike. Good to see you, man. And you keep living the dream. I'm following you. I see you on your $1.74 train rides. But this is DoMoreLife, guys. This is a channel all about fun photography, travel, and education. So feel free to stop by anytime. Tons of videos on this channel that'll help you grow and understand things as an expat, and how I live, how my friends live over here, and the things that we do to get us through. So whatever you do today, gentlemen and ladies, find a way to do more life. I'll see you on the next one.